Haha! Hello, my loves. It is I, Yasha. I am moved today to do another collective reading for us. And I have a little bit of music playing in the background. I hope it's not too loud. Yeah, how have you been? How's your day? How's life treating you? It's been an interesting couple of days. I mean, if you're keeping up with me in my other series that I have on here, if you're keeping up with me on Twitch, it's just really interesting how I've got a couple of different things going now. So this is kind of fun. This whole doing the side quests in life thing is fun. Just to let you know, if in your life right now you're like, well, I'm kind of hitting a... Oop. Interesting. But I don't think that's for us right now. If at any point you have been feeling, well, there's kind of seems to be a little bit of a hold on, the purposeful things that you're supposed to be doing right now, and you feel like you're not moving forward, maybe it's because you should be dabbling in some side quests. So you've got your main, kind of goals and objectives, whatever those may be, the job, the soulmate, the family, yada, 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 whatever that happens to be. While you're doing that, you should also be breaking into little things. So what are some things you can research and look into that you want to do? Do you want to learn a new language? Do you want to get really good at Scrabble? Do you want to take up bird watching? Bro, it's so real. Somebody said, I saw a video, somebody said at one point, they said bird watching sneaks up on you. You turn around, you're in your early 20s, you're drinking for the first time, you're having a good time, and then you turn around and you're like, oh my gosh, is that a blue-breasted warbler? And it is really funny because that's exactly what happened to me. The year that I turned 30 was hilarious because I actually started to take note of the birds locally, crows. I was constantly on the lookout for ravens. Goldfinches. I was always looking for goldfinches, robin redbreast, blue jay, mockingbirds, and then various types of geese, ducks. Here in Orlando, because I lived next to one of the parks, we were constantly getting peacocks. And they would land on the giant screen that was over our pool that we used to have because we've moved. And it was hilarious because we would come out and we'd be like, what is happening? And there'd be just peacocks. And we'd look up and the whole screen just caved in because they would have landed on the screen and fell through. And then we'd have to open the door and wait for them to go outside. They never attacked us or anything, so I don't know, maybe peacocks aren't super dangerous. Take that with a grain of salt, though. Don't go out here trying to befriend a peacock. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into this collective reading that I was moved to do today. Oh, is that 3 minutes and 23 seconds on my timer? Let's get into it. I'm really enjoying this chill music vibe here on Spotify. Okay, so just lock it in. We're gonna split our deck. I love this whole process. Thank you for being here with me. Oh, it's so crisp. I wonder, I'm gonna watch this video back and see if that sound is as satisfying on here as it is for me. Always try to make sure I shuffle them up really, really good. Okay. Also, for those of you who are, on the road, traveling at the time of watching this, please be safe. Please keep your head on a swivel. I don't think you're in any danger or anything like that, but try to be aware of your surroundings as you travel. Take in, it's not that one. It's interesting because sometimes cards will fall out and I know for a fact it's that card, but if there's any hesitation in my spirit, it's not the card. I can always tell. Well, let me not lie, I can't always tell. For me, I can't always tell, but when it comes for doing stuff for other people, like you all, in the collective, I can usually tell. Alright, move these to the side. Dang, I turned off my fan so that my little incense wouldn't be blowing all over the place, and it is toasty in here. And I know it's cold outside. Alright, Almost there. Patience is a virtue, my love. How many times have I done that? Twice? My particular brand of neurospicy, I tend to forget. 5 minutes and 23 seconds. We're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna do it one more time. And then anything that comes out after that. I don't know how many cards we're pulling today. I don't know if this is a 1 card pull, 3, 4. I don't know. I love this song. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Ooh, very nice. Okay. 7? Damn, okay. So somebody watching this, you're very special. The number 7, I believe that number in numerology is associated with wisdom, mastery. It is the number of perfection seen in many spiritual places in life. So we're going to do a 7-card pull. So how am I to do this? Okay. So I am to cut at the bottom here. 1, and then 2, place that down, cut again, 1, 2, place this down, 1, it's the top and the bottom card, 2, and then pull the top, and the top is our first one. Okay, that's interesting. I've never had that before. All right, so let's see what we got. So our first card that we are pulling, 7 cards and it's 7 minutes. Holy capoli, holy stromboli. Let me try to get closer. We're gonna be leaning forward, so let's see what we got here. So our first card is the bee. Isn't that pretty? It's the bee, and it represents community, cooperation, and sweetness. Y'all know me. I'm all about community up in this hoe puppy. All about community. So that's our first card, is community. Am I to read all of? Okay, no. I'm supposed to. Okay. So, first card. I don't know what the general shape of this reading is going to be yet. Our second card is rosemary. Remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. Very pretty there. And that goes like that. Oh. Then this card, which is the butterfly. Transformation, joy, beauty, and transience. Transience. Excellent. Next one is summer. We have another bee. It's summer, expansion, and growth, which is actually upon us very soon. So this one then goes here. Oh, it's kind of like a tree. We have another bug with wings. Okay. We have 2. This is leaves. It represents renewal, revival, and progress. And what's sticking out to me in this card is a dragonfly. So the dragonfly is significant for someone. Okay, and then we have harvest, which is determination and hard work. That's what that is. And then we have potion, invigoration, and empowerment. 7 cards. Okay, so let's get into this. So, off the cuff, I'm seeing winged bugs. So wings represent flight, forward movement, up. So we have a butterfly, which represents transformation. We have a bee. Bees are incredibly hardworking. And you have yellow and black. So black is like a universal color that represents mystery. In some cases it can represent darkness or evil, but that's not in this reading. I can already tell Black is kind of in this reading because it's also in the butterfly's wings right here. So this black actually represents the backdrop of what's happening with your life. So you've got all of this universal protection, you've got all this mystery, you've got intuition, and it's very void focused. So you've got the void as the background of everything that's happening. So as you're moving through the period of time that you're in right now, remember that everything that you need, everything that you're trying to manifest, everything that you're trying to attract is there in the void, and it is a consistent place that is always existing. It always has things in it, and you always have access to it. The visual that I am getting right now is somebody who, as you're walking around, at any point in life, you can open up a tiny portal and reach in and pull out whatever it is that you need. You have instant access to it. That is what I'm feeling. So you have this continuous void that walks with you. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. So we've got the bee. Where is my laptop? I'm remembering last time I wanted to look up definitions. So let's do that right now. Come on, password. Okay. B, symbolism. Because I don't have all these things off the top of my head, so I always want to make sure I look them up. So the B represents hard work, community, and rebirth, which is what we have here. Community, cooperation, and sweetness. So community is very significant for some of you right now. Actually, I mean, anybody who's watching this video, I feel like community is going to be significant for you. So let's go ahead and read what it says in the book for a better understanding of what's happening and to see what your question is, the question that you should be asking yourself right now. So the B represents community, cooperation, and sweetness. The meaning: bees inspire thoughts of sweetness and community. Bees work together, functioning in cooperation with others to advance the health and safety of their entire hive. Communication is central to this goal. In the end, through hard work and service to others, they create something pure and sweet, honey. It's the sweetness of honey that reminds us to be kind to others. The B card asks you to consider if you feel fulfilled and connected in your relationships, or if you need to communicate your needs to others more. Remember to be kind whenever you can, and to meet any challenge with an open heart. The reflection question is, what part of your life needs clear communication? How can you work more effectively with others? I had another video that I was doing where it was one of my videos that I do every night, and I spoke a little bit about how I didn't like group projects growing up, and now that I am older, I understand why group projects are so necessary. All of us are currently living in an ecosystem. No man is an island, as I've heard said many times by various older people in my life. No man is an island essentially means that there's nothing that you are doing that is not going to affect. I love how my AC unit turned on and just started 13 minutes and 13 seconds and just started blowing the ashes of my incense all over the place. Hopefully that's not a problem. So, what was I saying? Come on, Spirit. What was happening there? We're talking about community. Community is important. Oh, no man is an island. So we're all in this ecosystem, and as each of us are moving through our lives, moving in and out of people's spaces, there is no way for us to know how we're affecting other people, right? But something that you can do is be aware of the fact that you are affecting other people. Those of you who have work, if you're in school, if you're walking to your mailbox, when you're driving on the road, anywhere that you are, your energy is brushing up against other people. And I believe that in your space, something that you need to be looking out for are people who you can rally with during this time and communities that you can join and be a part of. Being a part of a community is such a fulfilling experience. I know for me, there are a couple of video game streamers that I follow, and I join their chat communities, and half the time, I'm not even paying attention to what the streamer is doing, if I'm being honest. I'm enjoying joking and asking questions and engaging with people online. So, I've said this in another video a while ago, but I haven't done it specifically in this format. You want to find a community. You can find a community anywhere. You can literally go online and look up Discord servers or Discord groups, that have to do with topics that you enjoy. You like painting? There's a group somewhere online that talks about painting. You like nature? There's a group somewhere online that you can talk about nature things. You like spirituality? Well, this is a tiny community that's growing, slowly but surely. And there are other spiritual communities here online where people are being super nice, super kind, super supportive, and they all want better things for themselves and the world around them. So now is a really good time for you to lock into community, figure out what community you want to be a part of, and also, sorry, 1 second. Because that question was pertinent. What part of your life needs clearer communication? So you know how bees typically dance in order to let other bees know what's up and to let them know where the honey is? They have very clear communication with each other. Communication in any and every relationship is key. Some of you are about to have super sweet, blossoming relationships. I'm very, very excited for you. Some of you are about to get back out into the dating game. You've got the spring coming. There's going to be a lot of great weather coming up. The summer, I have a feeling it's going to be incredibly hot this year, so we got to be careful out there for that. But communication is going to be incredibly important. Ooh, some of you might end up meeting this person in a community setting. And then a plane flew by. So some of you may end up meeting somebody who ends up being a romantic or like a relationship type situation at a community setting, like a function, a gathering, an event, a conference, something of that nature, some type of group thing that you're going to be going to. So I am moved to tell you, if over the next week you are invited to a group function, you need to go. Even if you don't usually go, you need to go. Unless there is a glaring, spiritual thing that tells you not to go, you should go. The B. Also, work on communication. Work on communication. Oh my gosh, the amount of women that I know who are like, I'm great at communicating. I'm always clear. I never do the passive aggressive shit. And then when you talk to them, it's exactly what they do. I have a feeling I'm calling somebody out right now. Now is a really good time for you to get clear about your communication. For all of my people who are not direct, the way you communicate is you like to set the stage. You're very theatrical. You like to bring in all of these different pieces before you then present the information, because you're all about presentation being key. I get it. I feel you. I understand it. You need to lock into being direct. Some of you, you're dealing with people. Some of you are already talking to people who you're interested in, but you're like, well, I don't know what he wants. Get direct. You need to ask clear questions. Gone are the days where we're playing these dating games where it's like, well, I don't want to say anything too soon, or I don't want to bring this up. If anything you say at this point is going to turn that person off, it's going to turn them off, period. You may as well get that out of the way, get that person out of the way to make room for a new person, to make room for a better fit for you, instead of waiting and holding on to something. But Yasha, I haven't been out on a date in forever, and he's so fine, and I don't care. I love you, but I do not care. Come on, we're moving through this situation. This particular situation that you're in, I don't know who I'm talking to, but yeah, I don't know, 18 minutes and 18 seconds as I'm saying this. I don't know who I'm talking to, but we're done playing these games. We're not trying to pick up lines. We're not doing any of that. If you like somebody and you're on that vibe, tell them. Tell them, hi, I think you're attractive. I like your vibe. My name is, there you go. There you go. There's a perfect intro for you. Okay, so we've spent enough time on the B. But just to reiterate the question, what part of your life needs clear communication? Who are you not talking to and being honest with that you need to talk to and be honest with? I felt that just now. And how can you work more effectively with others? Not let other people walk all over you, my love. But how can you be more effective in how you work with others? How can you guys get rid of all the muddledness, all of the confusion? Clear communication is one of those things, bruh. It's one of those things that you can do. I just looked at my computer right as a notification from my sister, who I loved, who just had a birthday. If you ever see this video, you are a goddess. You are amazing. I love you. You brighten up every room. You're incredible. That's also for somebody watching this video, but that's also for my sister. Okay, next card. Ooh, I can talk. Rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. I have a feeling we are remembering a past relationship. I have a feeling it's a past loved one. Rosemary is an aromatic herb closely associated with loyalty, devotion, and remembrance of the dead. Yep. The sharp, piney smell is clean, helping to clear away confusion and uncertainty. Rosemary's needles grow on woody stems, a strong core that is not easily broken. The Rosemary card tells you to be faithful to what you hold sacred in your life, whether that is your values, beliefs, people, or whatever you feel passionate about. Remember these things and honor them. Keep them in mind when making choices. Don't let the world sway you from your ideals. What do you hold to be sacred in your life? This is key. Okay? So we have the community card, but then this sits right behind it. So this is the foundation of what you're doing right now. I know that. I feel that deeply. So that card sits behind that card like that. Hey yo, where'd you go, bruh? I know y'all are like, just keep your finger in the page. Again, these cards aren't, this is the only thing I don't like about this book, is that the cards aren't numbered. So when I lose my place, the place is lost. What was it? Rosemary? I just had it. Yo. They said you're not supposed to find it again. Are y'all serious? Are we serious, Spirit? Oh, there it is. What do you hold to be sacred in your life? 21 minutes and 23 seconds as I say that. To hold something sacred to me means that you respect it, that you treat it with a certain amount of reverence when you approach it. What is something in your life, or what are some things in your life that are sacred? For those of you who you are currently in your season of thinking about a past loved one who has passed, they dip in and are with you in spirit. So just letting you know, that person is there. That energy is there. And they're there to guide you. They are on your spiritual council. So if you ever need to speak to them or to talk to them, sit down, meditate, think on some positive memories that you have together. Think on some memories that you locked it in with each other and you were really having a solid conversation. Maybe you got emotional, maybe you cried during a conversation that the two of you had, or you felt some type of way about a conversation that the two of you had that pissed you off. That's oftentimes a good thing because you're being challenged. And lock it in with that particular member, that person who's passed, because that person is a part of your spiritual team and they're going to be very necessary for you during this summer. During the summer. I'm feeling summer vibes here. We're getting a lot of summer vibes. Rosemary. Loyalty, devotion, and remembrance. It's interesting because this card has remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness on it. But the one thing that I felt from this card when I pulled it was like a what do you call it? Is it a coffer? I don't know. But the box that you put cremated remains in. So whoever I'm talking to, the person who passed who is important to you was cremated. That's very interesting. And they are at the base of a lot of why you do. This is a person that you respected very highly, and I love that, and I can feel their love for you. They are here with you, and they are always there with you, kind of dipping in and out, ready to assist you, but they don't want to force their energy upon you, so you actually have to ask for their help. You have to be like, yo, whatever that person's name is, where are you? I know you have my highest good in mind. Please come and assist me. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's powwow. So yeah, that's what we have for that card. And, ooh, so the cards we're rearranging. This card goes here, and this card goes here. So then the next three cards, I am not to read, okay? I love when Spirit does this. So, how is this appearing to you all? So it really needs to appear like this, I think. Is that left to right for you guys? It's left to right. So the first thing is the butterfly transformation. That is the place that you're in right now. You're in a very transformative place in your life, and this is incredibly positive. I know it doesn't feel positive at the time that this is happening. Also, make note, this is a blue butterfly. This is a blue butterfly. I don't know why, but the blue butterfly is significant for somebody, some people in this collective, and it's going to be important for, I'm seeing until it starts snowing. So wherever you're at, the next time it snows is when this butterfly will not be significant for you as much anymore. So keep an eye on that. Transformation, joy, beauty. You are going through a transformative process as we speak, which is incredibly exciting. And then we have renewal, revival, and progress. So we have a dragonfly here. And then we have a bee. Okay. So wait, let me look this up. We have the bee symbolism. Dragonflies? You don't know what we're talking about. Change, rebirth, and hope. Having the wisdom and resilience to adapt to change. Somebody's getting pregnant this year. I don't know who it is, but I'm going to go ahead and let you know. If you are the type of person who... Ooh, 25 minutes and 25 seconds as I say that. Okay. Somebody's getting pregnant this year. Congratulations. This is weird because last night in my video, I said that if somebody... because I do a video every night. In my video last night, I said, whoever ends up getting pregnant, please message me either on Instagram or put a comment on a... I mean, you don't have to if you don't want your business exposed, but I would love to know who ends up getting pregnant. I would really like to know. And I have a feeling your pregnancy is going to be great. It's going to be amazing. You're going to glow. You're going to be so happy. But when I pulled this card, it says renewal, revival, and progress, but what I'm feeling is pregnant. Like, that is what I'm getting from this card. Even the way that everything is situated on this card. Like, the dragonfly is facing up and out, not down. So it's like moving forward. Like you're elevating into a new space. So currently you're in a transformative process. You're going to keep being in a transformative process. During that process, okay, I guess if it's this way, you are going to get Preggers. Very excited for you. Congratulations early on. Do not be nervous. I have a feeling whoever this person is when it happens, it is not going to necessarily be planned, which is surprising considering everything that's happening right now. So, for you who are going to find out that you're pregnant this year and it is going to be relatively unplanned, you've got this. It's okay. There's information everywhere for you. There are resources everywhere for you. Okay? It's okay. There's no need to stress out about this. And maybe you've just found out you're pregnant or you're just going to find out right after watching this video. And if that's the case, take some deep breaths. It's going to be all right. The universe, spirit, the divine, whatever it is that you believe in, God, Allah, whoever it is, has got you. When you are making decisions in your life, yes, we make decisions that we're not the happiest with. And sometimes we do make mistakes. 27 minutes and 27 seconds as I'm saying this. But even through that whole process, some of the mistakes that you made, they're not mistakes because it's going to end up leading to something amazing, leading to something good. I'm going to use a Star Wars reference because I'm all about the Star Wars references. Anakin and Padme. Spoilers for Star Wars. Anakin and Padme were technically not supposed to be together. They weren't. He was a Jedi, or was going to be a Jedi, and she was a counselor or a senator or something like that. And their union was forbidden. It wasn't supposed to happen. But they ended up having 2 children who ended up being incredibly crucial to the overall story, the overall arching story. The rebellion that ended up fighting against all the evil that was happening and ended up balancing the universe and making things just kind of overall amazing. So, this pregnancy may be something that at first glance does not seem like a good idea. Doesn't feel like a good idea. But I implore you to hold. When you find out, or if you have found out, do not make any decisions right now. I want you to pause, chill out, take a deep breath, and consult with the spiritual. Consult. Okay? Because sometimes when we get news like this, our emotions go all over the place. We start asking everybody and their mama for advice. We start asking the person who's the baby daddy. We start trying to talk to everybody else, and we typically do not sit within our own space and figure out what's going on. Ooh. What is sacred to you, my love? What is sacred? What is sacred? That is interesting. So within this talk of pregnancy, which aspect of it is the most sacred to you? Because having a baby is not just about the clothes and how cute the baby is. It's not just about there being a little you or the guy who you had the baby with, a little person running around. It's not just about that. There is a deeper spiritual connection when it comes to having children. There is. Now, I am never going to come on here and tell you what you should or shouldn't do in the case of finding out that you're pregnant. Those are political conversations. Those are conversations where everybody wants to hop in and give their opinion, even people who should not be talking. We know this to be the case. But what I am telling you is to pause, take time, and to consult with your spirit. You know what the right decision is. And by right, I don't mean morally right. I mean right as in it feels that this is what is supposed to happen in this moment. Okay? It's gonna be okay. You got this, my love. That's crazy. And then we have the B. We have summer, expansion and growth. Expansion and growth. I have a feeling that's to the kiddos. To the expansion and growth of your kids. Some of you already have kids. So expansion and growth is maybe, okay. All right, so expansion and growth, I'm feeling some of you have kids that are older and who are about to start dating. Wow, so we're getting taken all the way up from the beginning to the end here. This one goes here. Interesting. I wish you all could see the shape of this. It's like 2 cards and then it's a fan and then it's 2 cards beneath that. It's really pretty. So some of you have kids who are about to start dating. Don't be a dick. Don't be an ass. This is a natural part of the situation. And we all got to a point where we started dating for the first time. I understand that you may be on some, this is my kid. You may be on some defensive, I gotta protect my kid. I personally do not have children, so I'm wondering why this reading is being done in this way. I don't have kids, so I can't give you any advice, but what I can tell you is you need to make sure you are communicating with your kids. Communicate with your kids, especially if they're in their teen area. This is a big time for you to be communicating with them because they are dealing with hormones. They're dealing with a lot of new emotions that they have not dealt with before. Now is the time for you to lock in with them and let them know that you are somebody who loves them, who is in their corner, and that they can trust. That is what you are to be doing right now. They do not need the heaviest hand on the planet to try to tell them what to do. We all know that what you resist typically persists. So if you are coming to your kid all the time telling them what they're doing wrong, if you're constantly telling them that they're fucking up, the response to that is not going to be positive. It's not going to be positive. Even if they get quiet and you're like, wow, we're not having any arguments anymore, it could be because they have silently made a decision that you are not a person they want in their close circle of people. And for a lot of you that are parents, I know that could be very painful to hear. But parenting, from at least what my parents have told me, parenting really is about doing things and seeing what sticks. You have to be able to adjust because your youth, your offspring that you have and that you are having, they are looking to you for answers all the way up until a certain point where they start going out and being their own adults and they start being their own people. And your job is to support them and to love them through it. That is your job. That's your job. Okay? I don't know much. Like I said, I don't have kids. Take what I say with a grain of salt, but if this resonates and it hits, then it resonates and it hits. So you've got transformation. You're going through a transformative process. Somebody's getting pregnant or has already gotten pregnant and needs to take a pregnancy test to stop waiting. Then some people who already have adult children are about to start dating, particularly this summer. Hang tight. You got this. It's gonna be okay. All right? Just hang in there. I'm getting a lot of energy, so that's what this is really funny to me. Okay, next thing. Harvest, determination, and hard work. So, you've been putting in the work. A lot of you have been putting in the work, and you're about to harvest it. So, even in the nature of all of this newness that's happening, and some of you, it's not children, it's ideas. So, you've actually got some really creative ideas for your businesses and stuff that's coming. That is actually what I'm feeling from this card. The little gold swirls that you see right here, those are ideas. That's what I'm feeling. And it's magic. And this light right here, that's your light. And your light is shining on all of the stuff. You've been planting these seeds for a long time, and your harvest is coming. Your harvest is not going to look like everybody else's harvest. If Tim up the street grew a big ass pumpkin and he's like, yes, I'm putting this pumpkin in the county fair, I'm about to win me some money. It is not time for you to look at your garden and go, hello, where are my big ass pumpkins? You didn't plant pumpkins, my love. You planted other vegetables and other various fruits. Focus on your fruits, focus on your vegetables, focus on your tea leaves. Your tea leaves require attention just as much as everything else does. Why are tea leaves important? So, give me a second. The processes that you are putting into place in order to make sure that you are at peace and that you're soothing yourself, your coping mechanisms, look into that and see, what do you need to see? Look into your coping mechanisms and what you do to bring you peace, and make sure that you are tending to that daily. That needs to be a daily thing for you, my love. That's not something you can do Monday at the beginning of the week and then you forget about it. Because some of you are overthinkers and you're overdoers, so you require that type of focus. So focus on that. Your harvest is coming. It's not going to look like Tim's up the street. It's not going to look like Martha's wonderful blueberry pie that she is also putting in the county fair to be judged. You don't have pumpkins and blueberry pie. You got your own shit. You got your own stuff that you're putting together, my love. Okay? So, because your harvest is going to look different, you need to not have the same expectations that you kind of develop in your mind off of what you saw, of what other people had. Okay? So when you have in your harvest the beautiful cabbage that is perfectly shaped, but it's like this, it's not a big cabbage, don't be disrespectful to your veggies. Do not be disrespectful to the stuff that grows in your yard. Even if physically it's not that big, the quality of it is good. The quality over quantity in this reading, in this particular harvest. Look at the quality of what is being brought up. It's not about the big numbers. It's not about, all of the millions of dollars. Right now, as you are harvesting, you need to be incredibly grateful for the things that are cropping up. I'm talking you got something free at the store. I'm talking you found $1 or you found a dime somewhere. I'm talking a relationship that was passed on and you were like, this ain't never coming back. It's coming back through, and this person actually does have apologies for you. This is a part of the harvest. This is a part of the harvest. Soften the way that you deal with things. Soften how you are dealing with people. Soften how you are dealing with relationships. I don't care what your gender or ethnicity is, I want you to be in this space of divine receiving, because that is where you're at. And for those of you who are getting pregnant, the pregnancy itself is divine receiving, so don't look at it as if it's the worst thing on the planet that happened to you. Regardless of what your decision during that pregnancy is, that experience in itself is a blessing. It is a blessing, okay? Don't be looking at it super pooty, okay? I don't know why I started talking like that. I don't know whose dog I'm talking to right now, who just walked into the room. How you doing, buddy? So, you got your harvest coming up. Be grateful. Don't compare it to Tim. Don't compare it to Martha's blueberry pie. We're not doing stuff with them. You got your own recipes and your own vegetables and your own quality and stuff that's coming up, okay? Last card that we've got is the potion card, which represents invigoration and empowerment. Be empowered. Empowered. E-M-P-O-W-E-R-M-E-N-T. Empowered. Empowered. A dum-dum. You currently, right now, have this. You have all of the potions. You have all of the magic at your disposal. Some of you aren't using it. I don't know why you're not using it. Maybe it's because you don't think you have it. Some of you are actually energy healers, and that's what you should be doing. But you're afraid because you don't have credentials, and you're like, nobody's going to take me seriously. The right people will take you seriously. The right people will take you seriously. Okay? Invigoration. Feel invigorated. Feel invigorated. That's the time that we're on right now. The reason why you need to feel empowered as you are moving through is because you've got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. You are completely capable of dealing with these things. Something that I want you to start doing is see how magical all of this stuff is. Again, you're going to have an amazing harvest. You've got a lot of situations here with the butterfly, the leaves, and... Hello? Who's talking to me? Nobody's talking to me. My DMs are dry. Excellent. That's how I like them. I don't want a ton of people in my space. We like keeping our circle small. You are magic, my love, and you keep forgetting it. I don't know why you keep forgetting it. Maybe it's the busyness. Maybe it's you go to your job and people start talking about their bills and they start complaining about their lack of sleep and they start complaining about their illnesses and they start talking about reality and you get pulled into that. You, my friend, have already received your letter from Hogwarts. You already received your main character purpose. You are not like them. You are not like them. They're not like you. They're not on your time. So when other people are saying, you have to be realistic, if you don't get out of my face, I am magical. That's what you need to be thinking. I am magical. I am beautifully and wonderfully made. What is this? There are crystals on the top of this. Go out and get yourself some fancy rocks. And I'm not talking about spending money. Wherever you're at, I'm sure that there is a park or something nearby. I want you to go outside at some point, and I want you to look around for some rocks. Okay? Rocks. It's got to be a rock. It can't be a stick. It can't be a leaf. I want you to go get a rock. And I want you to bring that rock inside, and I want you to rinse that rock off because you don't know what's on it. And I want you to hold on to that rock, and that rock needs to be a reminder that you are magical. You are grounded in a different reality than other people are grounded in. Other people freak out about their debt and bills. That is not for you. You did not come back here to do that. You are not on this rock spinning in the middle of space that is constantly dodging asteroids to be stressing about bills and taxes. I got bills and taxes. Am I stressing about it? No. Have I started paying my student loans back after I graduated with my master's? No. Are my loans probably going to go into default? Yes. Do I give a fuck? Absolutely not. Why? Because I'm magical and beautiful and wonderfully made, and I trust the process. And that's exactly where you need to be, my love. You need to trust the process. Tell all those people who be coming at you with their worries and concerns, go on. Do not let them in your house, in your spiritual house, if they did not text or call you first. That's not your job to open the door for these people. These people have their own gardens, their own lives, their own harvest that they need to be focusing on. You are busy. You have things going. You have more than enough going on in your space than to be trying to deal with other people. So, you already got your Hogwarts letter. And your house, the house that you've been sorted into, that is the spiritual house. That is the house of success. That's the house of blah bling blah bling. Excuse me. You got your... You have a lot of stuff going on for you. So do not give up anything by entertaining people who are not magical. There's a game that I watched somebody play, somebody who I love watching his video game playthroughs. And the game is called The Wolf Among Us. And essentially, there are all these fairy tale creatures from the old Disney stories, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, The Big Bad Wolf, Red Riding Hood. And all of these creatures, they are fae. They're magical. And they refer to the non-magical people, I think they refer to them as Mundies. It kind of feels like Muggle. It's kind of giving that I shouldn't say it, so I'm not going to repeat it. But that's the majority of people that you're dealing with. You are a magical, beautiful star around a bunch of people who that is not their experience. And we're not saying they're bad, because it takes all kind. We're not saying that they don't have access to these things, because every human being has access to all of the magic. But they have not chosen to live in their magic. They're choosing to stress, they're choosing to have issues, and they're choosing to have challenges and problems and to let those things take them out. It is not your job to carry their burdens, my love. It is not your job to carry their burdens. You can be there for them. You can even sympathize and empathize with them. But you need to make sure that as people are struggling, leave their stuff with them. You have a mission. You have abundance that's coming through. You got kids. Some of y'all got kids who are requiring your help and assistance. And by help and assistance, I mean allowing them to be who they are, but also being there if they need you. Some of you, you have a whole pregnancy that you're about to have to focus on. Some of you need to be considering whether or not you actually want to go to a super hospital, or whether or not you want to look at there are people who they're birth doulas. Some of you need to look this up. People who can help you with at-home birth, doing it healthily, doing it in a way that is healthy for the baby, that is healthy for you, that is safe. Some of y'all need to start looking that up. If you find out that you're pregnant, I want you to research that. And I want you to research the pros and the cons. Don't just do it because you're like, oh, this is so mystical and amazing, and I don't want to have my baby in the hospital. Don't go into this not doing any research. I myself sometimes hate doing research, so I get it, but you need to do that, okay? Again, what did I say? You're magical. You got your harvest coming, okay? Some of you, you've got some really great things happening this summer with your older kids. And for some of you, that older kid is actually your inner teen. So you're about to have fun this summer. Get a drink on me. On me. Some of you, you're about to be pregnant this summer. So the drink you will be having is water, healthy juice. So some of you go ahead and get that in now, because you don't need to be drinking once you find out you're pregnant. You're in a transformative process in your life right now. And the cool thing about the transformative process is all of this stuff makes sense with this. So if you're struggling right now and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm tired of transforming, I get you. But it's literally preparing you for all of this. Because this right here, this shit is heavy. So this is going to help you hold this. This is the back brace in the gym. You know how the dudes who are going to do the powerlifting and they put that back brace on and it looks a little cheesy, but it helps them lift. That's what you want. Remember, you need to lift with your legs. Lift with your legs, okay? Don't lift with your back. Don't do that. This will help you lift with your legs. What else did I say? You have a past person who is on your spiritual council, who is there for you during this time. Go find pictures of this person and meditate on thoughts of this person. Positive thoughts. They will speak to you. They will speak to you. They love you. They're excited about this. And then all of this. They are excited. That's why they're showing up. And then community. And I think this was behind this, right? Yes. So these cards support everything else. So as you're transforming, as you got all this other stuff happening, make sure that you're locking into the community. Ooh, for those of you who are going to be pregnant, you need to lock into communities where there are other pregnant women. You do not need to go through this alone. You do not have to go through this alone. My love, even if there's nobody else in your family who is going to support this period of time because of whatever the drama is in your family. I have a feeling some of you have some serious family drama. You have some people in your family who do not see you. They don't see who you actually are. They have visions of who they want you to be. And this upcoming pregnancy may be a problem for them. Bump them. Bump them. Like I said, I'm not telling you what decisions to make during this time, but what I am telling you is you need to lock into spirit and you need to start to trust your own decision making, because at the end of the day, it is your life that you are living. I know these other people care about you, some of them, and some of them, they're just here to judge you. So you may as well lock into a community of people that you trust. You can find them. There are groups. There are free groups, my love. That's so interesting that this reading was the same amount of time that it took for my jasmine incense to burn out. That's crazy. Anyways, that is what I have for you today. Colors to be aware of. Pay attention to anyone wearing the color purple. Not the movie, the color. Pay attention to greens. Get outside, barefoot, put your feet in some grass. All right. I think that is all I have for you all today. I love you guys so much. I think that was an incredible reading. Yeah, that was wild. It's funny how the reading will be different for me depending upon like the situation and the group. So like, I really did think that my reading was gonna have more of like a sacred tone to it. Like I really thought when I started this video today that I was gonna sit here and I was gonna hum and I was gonna like play my singing bowl. You know, I thought that that was going to be the vibe that I was going to be on, but color me surprised when this reading went the way that it went. So, there is another video in this playlist right now. I don't do these videos all the time because I'm not always moved to do them, but there is another video in this Spiritual Biddies playlist. If you are moved to watch it, then go watch it. If you're not moved to watch it, leave it alone. Do other things with your time and your space. I always like to make sure I return the energy in my deck to where it was when I first started. Yes! So, I love you guys. You guys are incredible. You're amazing. You're beautifully and wonderfully made. You are capable and it's going to be okay. It's gonna be okay. Stress takes years off of your life. And I know some of you are like, that's interesting information, but how exactly am I supposed to just not stress? I know you're not gonna just not stress. Even I still stress sometimes. But this is why. Pay attention. to your coping mechanisms and the things that bring you peace. You need to look at that every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. The whole time. The whole time. The whole time. Every day, okay? Because this is going to be so crucial for you as you are moving forward. All right? I love you guys so much. And that is the second video in the Spiritual Biddies playlist. Hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. Again, those of you who are not pregnant right now, go out, grab a small drink at some point. If you are offered a drink, if you are offered to go out where there will be a little bit of drinking, this is for 21 and up people only. 21 and up people only. Go grab yourself a drink, because some of you, it's gonna be another 9 months before you can drink again. Okay? I love you guys so much. Have a good day, and I will talk to you later.